Hi, Saj Hussain here, and in today's video I want to talk about the difference of 4-bedroom and 6-bedroom HMOs. I'm in my back garden here today, and just as the light's about to fade, I thought I'd do a quick video just before Maghrib for you. So the assumption is, when we're talking about 4 and 6-bedroom houses, the 6-bedroom is going to be more profitable. It's a bigger house, it's clearly going to be more profitable. Well, actually I just want to question that thinking first of all with you. So let's just look at some random numbers. Let's say we're looking at a 4-bedroom house with 4 tenants in it, and it's each tenant's paying about £400, so you've got about £1,600 a month coming in from that house. Then you've got your running costs, let's say ballpark maybe about £400 on that, gas, electric, water, council tax, TV license, internet, cleaner, garden, etc., things like that. And then you've got mortgage payment, let's say it's about £300 on a property of that size. So you're left with what, about £800, if my maths is not wrong there. So you got about £800 net profit on a 4-bedroom house. That's before voids, maintenance and management. Just ballpark figures to do a comparison. Now that could be a normal family house with 3 bedrooms upstairs and using one of the reception rooms as a bedroom to create a 4-bedroom shared house. Now on a 6-bedroom house, you'll have at least 2 bathrooms most of the time now, especially with the market being where it is. There's a lot more people that have en-suites in all the rooms as well. So the house generally will be more modified to work as a 6-bedroom HMO. And let's say the tenants are again paying about £400 each. So 6 tenants, you've got £2,400 coming in as gross rent. Let's say your running costs are a little bit higher, say at £500, about £85 a person a month. That's how I average them at. And then a mortgage, let's say it's a bigger mortgage as well, let's say maybe £400. So what's that left as? About £1,500, if that's right, or thereabouts. So on the face of it, you'd think, well, actually the 6-bedroom HMO is significantly more profitable than the 4-bed. And this is particularly important with the recent changes that happened on the 1st of October around HMO licensing, where for anything more than 4 people in a house now is generally falling under a license requirement, whereas previously if it was 6 people on 2 floors it would have been fine. Now if you've got 5 people in a 2-bedroom house, or 6 people, you need to get a license. So some people have made the decision to actually reduce the size of the occupants in the house down to from 5 to 4, so they stay under the licensing regime which started this month on the 1st of October. And I think the important factor to consider here is really the return on investment. I talked about this in a video a couple of days ago. It's not just about which is producing more cash flow, it's which one's producing a better return on the capital that you've got employed in the project. So how much have you actually had to tie up into the project to generate that return of either £800 or £1,500? Now the 6-bedroom house will probably require more modification, it'll be a bigger house, more costs involved. So ultimately it could be that it produces more money, but it may be possible, depending on where you are in the country, to have a smaller house that you're letting to 4 people that has a lot less costs involved in terms of getting it set up and getting it operational, so your return on capital employed could be higher. Now actually the reality is in Birmingham that doesn't work for me. It tends to be the bigger houses that I've favoured, and personally what I've always found is the 5th and 6th rooms are the ones that are really profitable. And the way I've generally looked at my numbers is the first 2 rooms, they'll pay your mortgage. The 3rd room, they'll pay your running costs. The 4th room will be profit, and your 5th and 6th rooms are also profit because there's no other additional costs, because your running costs on a 4-bedroom and 6-bedroom, there's only a marginal difference. Your council tax, internet connection, water, gas, electric are not going to be very different from a 4 and a 6-bedroom house. It might cost a little bit more in terms of heating it and lighting, but there's not going to be much difference. So on a 6-bedroom house, when you're taking those costs out and you compare them, say, to a 4-bedroom, those costs might not be different. So ultimately, on a 4-bedroom house, if the first 2 rooms are covering your mortgage costs, the third one is paying your bills, the fourth one is profit. If you've got a month where you've got a void or a tenant changeover or something, you're not making any money that month. So for me, it's too tight. It'd be interesting to see your thoughts and your comments on 4-bedroom and 6-bedroom houses. It generally tends to be either a 4 because it's below licensing, or 6 because that's what you can do within planning requirements under permitted development if you're not in an Article 4 area around the country. What's your thoughts? What do you find works better for you? Where are you in the country? What are the numbers like for you? So it'd be really useful to get your thoughts and your comments on that. And I look forward to speaking to you again soon on the next video. Thanks so much. Take care.